God's not critical in this regard. He's just saying, here's all the areas that you weren't loving, you know. And God's also saying, but you have free will and you have to fix it. And one thing I'd like to say about sin is this. Who created it? Us. Me. Humans created sin. God didn't. Humans created sin. Who created my sin? Me. The sins of your forefathers are not visited on you and attributed to you. Your sins are attributed to you. The effects of the sins of your forefathers are on you, naturally, because there's no way to avoid that. But the actual sin itself of your forefathers is not visited upon you. But whatever sins you have chosen are the sins you will need to repair. Right? Now, sin is human creation. It's a human creation. God requires humans to fix it. Very important thing. It's an issue, with God, it's an issue of self-responsibility. If you do something, you create something, and it actually happens to be unloving, then you need to fix it. And God's laws are trying to destroy the thing already. He's trying to help you already to fix it. If you create a loving thing, God's laws will help you build it to be bigger than what you even envisaged, that you imagined it would be. Right? God's laws will help you build it. Right? So God's not unrewarding in that regard. And on one hand, he's saying, all these unloving things need to be destroyed, but you created them, you destroy them. But all these loving things you want to build, I want to build them too, so I want to help you. That's how God treats all of the things we do. So the rewards from doing loving things are great. And at the moment, many of you can't imagine what those rewards will be, but in your longer term life, and particularly once you enter the spirit life, you'll start seeing, there's these huge rewards, like huge rewards. Many of you, even though you might be in the hells right now, in terms of your condition, many of you don't have to be by the time you pass. Many of you may never experience the hells by the time you pass if you deal with some of these things here on earth. You'll find you enter the spirit world in second sphere, a third sphere, a fourth sphere, a fifth sphere. Right? I just was for a moment thinking, why don't we ask our spirit friends to have a look and scan over Austria, where we are now, and see how many people are actually in the third sphere of the spirit world while they're on earth. Right? Now, if I asked third sphere spirits to do this, it would require a few million of them to get the job done. So I need to ask my celestial friends to do it because only one of them is needed to get the job done. Right? So we're going to ask one of our celestial friends just to do that for us. What do you reckon the answer is? In the third sphere of the spirit world. Now, I must say, this is not including any children. Because many children at the time of birth are at the sixth sphere of the spirit world. Yeah, so we're close to. So we're not including children, we're including people who are adults here. Anybody, say, above, shall we say, well, what's the age of consent here in 18?
18.
Anybody above 18?
Our spirit friend said 15. Yeah. No, over the age of 15. Sorry. No, there's not 15. No.
Over the age of 15, they're saying. Because the reason why they're saying that is by the time a person has become a teenager, generally they're quite set. Yep. No one.
And on the whole earth?
Well, it's a different equation, Then they've got to scan the whole earth, and that's going to take some time. And let's see if Germany's better than Austria. Is that what you're saying? You be careful with that feeling, because that feeling is present oftentimes, right? Yeah. So, what about the second sphere?
Yeah, there's a few. I already asked.
Yep.
There's
Four. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, everyone else in the first sphere,
Yep.
to varying degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's mainly the moral condition of people that is assisting them to
To be in the second sphere even.
Yeah.
It's not
And-
because of the love necessarily they've received, but because they've just been very moral people their entire life.
and acted to love others.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
taken action to love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for their action to love, they wouldn't be in the second sphere either, because they have other problems that would keep them in a lower sphere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is pretty much the same in every country. It's a similar equation in every country. So all these questions we ask, I hope my condition is better than that and whatever, just get used to it. It's not. And you need to let yourself feel about it and work your way through why it's not. It's just like everybody in history is going to have to do. Right? Now, you can choose to do that on earth, and you can choose to do it with God's help, or you can choose to do it, by yourself without God's help. It's just going to take a lot longer doing it by yourself, because to do it by yourself requires self-awareness on every point. So every item in the list, you will need to find some self-awareness on if you do it by yourself. The beauty of doing it with God is God can share with you, and he also encourages then, because you're humble, the spirit friends to share with you the sins that they're committing and how to get rid of them. And also, as you receive God's love, you become more sensitive emotionally to love, and therefore you can see your own problems easier because you're sensitive to love. So the more love you receive, the more you go, now I can see I do that as well, and I do that as well. So what actually happens, the more love you receive, is the list grows longer, unfortunately sometimes, because you see more that you didn't see, and you see things you didn't see before. And that's good. It's not a bad thing.
But when we're humble and we want to love, we want to know the list.
That's right.
And also, whenever people ask, what sphere am I in? Am I, do you think, whatever, I always encourage people to look at the motivation for the question, because if you're receiving God's love and you're sincere about that, you realise you've got work to do and you want to do it, and you want to love people as equals regardless of the sphere that you're in. And often the people who ask that question are wanting to feel superior. Yeah.
Which is a big problem.
Yeah.
The more you want to feel superior, the darker your condition actually is.